first graders. Welcome to your TV classroom. Today is Thursday, January 7th, and it's time to do some learning together. Before we begin, let's check in with our zones. How are you feeling today? I'm in the green zone. I slept really well. I had a good breakfast. Oliver came and gave me a really sweet snuggle this morning and said, "I love you, Mama." And it was so cute. I have to remind myself to put some pictures of Oliver in my PowerPoint slides so you can see what he looks like. What zone are you in today? How are you feeling? I'm definitely in the green zone. If you're not in the green zone, take a few moments to use some of our strategies like hand breathing or chili hugs to get yourself as close to green as you can get for learning today. Now, let's do some subitizing. How many dots do you see? Don't count all of them. See if you can figure it out without counting each dot. You know what I see? I see a group of 6 and a group of 6. And I know 6 plus 6 is 12. Did you see that too? Nice job. This shows 12. So if this is 12, I wonder what that is. Look again. 12. What changed? Yes, there's one more. 12 and one more is 13, just the next number. Okay, this is 13. Let's look at the next one. What'd they do? They added one more. What is one more than 13? What comes after 13? Yes, 14 comes after 13. Kiss your brain, first graders. Okay, are you observing? Let's see. I'll go back. How many do we have? Whoops. If that was 13, now we have 14. Right? Do we have 13? No, we had 14. Oh dear, I did this last time too. 14, and now we have 15. Very good. So now we're at 15. Let's see what the next one is. Anyone have a prediction? 15 and one more is 16. And we didn't even have to count the dots. Kiss your brain, first graders. See how you can use what you know and then something new to find out what you don't know? Great job. Today we are learning how making 10 can help us solve unknown equations. So, before we do it though, we need to figure out some ways to make 10. If I want to make 10 and I have 1, how many more do I need? What was that, Rashid? Yes, 9 and 1 makes 10 because 9 and 1 more is 10. What if I have 7 and I need to make 10? Pebble, what do you think? 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 3. 7 and 3 is 10. Great job, first graders. What about 8? 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 2. 8 and 2 makes 10. What and 4 makes 10? Do you know this one? I want you to imagine a tens frame and just 4 on the bottom are filled up. How many are empty? 5 and 1. What's 5 and 1? It's 6. 6 and 4 make 10. So we're going to use this information to help us today. Let's read this problem together. 9 blocks are small. 2 blocks are big. How many blocks are there in all? So what's happening in this problem? We've got some small blocks and we've got some big blocks. And we're trying to figure out something. What's the question we're trying to answer today? We want to know how many blocks there are in all. So we're going to take the 2 parts we know and put them together. What information do we have to work with? What do we know? We know there are 9 blocks that are small and 2 blocks that are big. Woo-hoo. That yawn snuck up out of nowhere. So let's go to our whiteboard. let's start building. We know 9 are small. So this is going to be our small. Can you build with your counters a tens frame that has 9 in it? 9 are small. 2 are big. So I have 9 small and 2 big. And I want to know how many in all. Can I use some of the big blocks to make a 10 with the small blocks? How many should I put over here with the small blocks to make 10? You do it with me. Look. Now we've got 10. Do we still have 9 small blocks and 2 big blocks? So now, though, our picture is not 9 and 2. Now our picture is 10 and what's left? 1. What is 10 and 1? It's 11. So how many blocks are there in all? There's 11 blocks. Let's try another one. Okay, let's set up this problem. Boom, they've got 9 and 3. So go ahead and build 9 and 3 and do 9 plus 3 equals box. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Boom says only the counters show 9 plus 3. Not this other way of showing 9 plus 3, which is what we just did. Look, we had 9 and 3, and we used some of the yellow to make a 10, and then 2 left over, and we get 13. Does this show 9 plus 3? Does this show 9 plus 3? Yeah, we're just breaking up the 3 to make a 10 and count the extras. It's not 13, Mrs. Wally. It's 12. It's 10 and 2. 10 and 2 is 12. Silly brain. So, do they both show that 9 plus 3 equals 12? Yes. So is Boom correct or incorrect? Boom is incorrect because both of these are ways to show how you solved 9 plus 3. This is showing our thinking of creating a 10 and counting the extra ones. And this is showing actually creating a 10 and counting the extra ones. They're both the same thing. One's with tools, one's with numbers. Okay. Make a 10 to find 9 plus 4. Okay. Make sure you have 9 plus 4 with your counters. And I want you to try this one on your own. I want you to show me how you would make a 10 with 9 plus 4 to find the sum. Okay? What would you do? Go ahead and solve. Okay. If you used one of these yellow ones or this side and put it here to make a 10, you're on the right track. And we record that by saying, well, from the 4, I'm going to move 1 with the 9 to make a 10, and I have 3 left over. So 10 plus 3 equals 13. So 9 plus 4 is 13. If you did that, that is exactly what we're doing today. 10 plus 3 is 13. 9 plus 4 is 13 because 9 and 1 makes 10, and then there's 3 left over. So it's 10 and 3. Let's do another one. Make a 10 to find 8 plus 3. Okay, go ahead. Build your 8 plus 3. See if you can make your 10 to find 8 plus 3. Now you might already know 8 plus 3, but I will tell you making a 10 is going to come in very handy handy when we start doing more difficult addition and we start talking about tens and ones and regrouping. So it's important for you to practice this on things you already know. What are you going to do? How are you going to split up the 3? Well, how many spaces do we have to make 10? 2. Do I have 2 over here I can use? How do you record that with numbers? Well, I took 2 and I made a 10, and then I had 1 left over. So now I'm going to do 10 plus 1 equals 11. So 8 plus 3, because this is still 3, equals, 11. Nice job, first graders. Ooh, 9 plus 2 equals 10 plus 1. I wonder what that means. They're saying show that 9 plus 2 is the same thing as 10 plus 1. Okay, well, let's do 9 plus 2. Go ahead, build 9. Sometimes I like to hum while I work. It makes my brain feel happy. 9 and 2. Okay, let's look. If 9 plus 2 is the same as 10 plus 1, I can move these, not add any, not take any away, and get 10 plus 1. Can we do it? Let's see. Oh, look. What is it now? 10 plus 1. 9 plus 2. 10 plus 1. 9 plus 2. 10 plus 1. How many are here? 10, 11. How many are here? 9, 10, 11. Are they the same? They equal the same amount. So I took 1 from the 2 and slid it over to the 9, and that made my 10. And I had 1 left over, and that's my 1. So 10 plus 1 equals 11. And 9 plus 2 equals 11, which means 9 plus 2 is the same as 10 plus 1. They both make 11. Find 8 plus 5. Ready? Go. Find 8 plus 5. All right. How many did you move over? How many from the 5 did you move to the 8? 2, because we're making a 10, right? So now we have 10. And then how many are left over here? 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. So what's 8 plus 5? 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. Nice job. 7 plus 4. Okay. Here we go. 7 plus 4. Build it and solve. I'm going to give you 1 minute. I see some great work. Don't you, Rashid and Pebble? All right. How many do I need to put over here to make 10? I've already got these 2 and 2. How many do I need to do to fill up? 3 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, because 7 and 3 makes 10. So I took from the 4 3 and put it with the 7, and now we have 10. And I have how many left over? 1. 10 plus 1 equals 11. So 7 plus 4 is 11. Our answer is 11. Nice job. Okie dokie. 6 plus 7. Find 6 plus 7. Ready? Go. I know, Rashida, it's a tricky one, isn't it? You have to decide, do you want to use the 7 or do you want to use the 6? I think I know what I'm going to do. Do you know what you would do? Shall we try it, friends? What did you do? Did you fill in the 6 or did you fill in the 7? There's no right answer. You could do either one. I see this 4 right here, and I know I need 4 right here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm taking 4 from the 7 and putting it with the 6 because 6 and 4 makes 10. And I have 3 left over. 10 and 3 is 13. So 6 plus 7 is 13. My answer is 13. All right. For your homework today, you're going to practice doing this more. You're going to do page 271 and 272 in your math workbook, practicing doing the same thing. Now, there's no counters here, but I would really encourage you to have your counters out while you're doing this and be modeling it until you don't need them anymore. The counters really help you see it, okay? All right. Before I let you go, let's go over if we did our learning today. Did we build models? Kiss your brain. Did you find the 10? Kiss your brain. Did you add the extra ones? Kiss that brain. And did we solve the problems? We were making 10 to help solve unknown addition equations. Nice job.
Kissing the brain.
Good job, Mr. Kevin. All right, now, to be doing your learning with Miss Oslin today, you're going to need a whiteboard marker and a whiteboard and your learning buddy. Now it's time for your PE break. Have fun getting all that energy out. Make sure to take care of your needs, get a drink of water, or go to the bathroom if you need to. And next up is PE and then Miss Oslin. Have a great rest of your day, first graders, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, my name is Denise, and I'm a violinist with the Northwest Sinfonietta. I'm here for us to share a moment of breathing and listening to music together today. Let's start by getting centered by taking a few breaths together. We're going to inhale to a count of 4, and then we're going to hold our breath for 4 counts, and then we'll exhale to a count of 4. Get comfortable, relax your shoulders, maybe roll your head side to side once or twice, and let's inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. This time I won't count aloud. We can all count in our heads. And if you like, go ahead and close your eyes. Ready? Inhale. Hold your breath. And exhale. Well done. I'm going to play a piece called Fairy Tales for you by the composer Ignatius Sancho. He lived from 1729 to 1780. If you think of fairy tales, what comes to your mind? Maybe magical creatures or talking animals or kids off having adventures. What feelings get stirred up in you by those stories? And how would you express those feelings in music? Do you think the music would be slow and quiet with long singing tones? Or maybe it would be light and fast, like sounds of laughter and dancing? Listen to this piece and notice what kind of feeling Ignatius Sancho expresses with his music. What do you think of that music? It sounds pretty light and happy. You might think that Mr. Sancho really liked fairy tales and that maybe he also had a good sense of humor and was a happy person to be able to write a piece like that. It's amazing to me to know that Mr. Sancho was born in 1729 on a slave ship off the coast of Africa. He faced the world alone because he lost his parents when he was young. Despite being enslaved, he taught himself to read and write and to play music. He spoke out against the slave trade and wrote essays, plays, poetry, and music. Here's another beautiful piece by Ignatius Sancho. It's called Minuet Number 15. Ignatius Sancho was eventually freed from enslavement and went on to start a business, a successful grocery store, and to become the first Black person of African origin to vote in England. He was also the first Black composer to have his music published. I hope you've enjoyed listening to Ignatius Sancho's music with me and to taking a few breaths together.
Hi, first graders. Welcome back from your break. I hope you were able to take care of your needs, but also gather your materials that you will need, which are your whiteboard and marker, and your learning buddy for a super fun phonics lesson with Mrs. Oslin. Let's get started. As a reminder, you will remember that your job every day when we come together is to listen, share, and read. You are a strong listener when you keep your eyes on the speaker, when you listen to the speaker, and when you think about the words and the strategies that I'm asking you to think about. When it's your turn to share, I do want you sharing your ideas. I want you talking about the books or the words or the skills that we're working on. And if there's someone in the room with you, I also want you to practice your active listening skills when it is their turn to share. We have been working really hard to become stronger readers and writers. We're using all of our phonics professor words to help us. We're using uppercase and lowercase letters. We're using letter names and sounds. We're using syllables. We're using vowels and consonants and digraphs and blends. We are learning that word detectives, that's you and I, need practice to make their detective skills strong. We don't just do it one time. We need to practice over and over and over. Kind of reminds me of when Max learned how to ride his bike without his training wheels. He didn't just do it right away. He had to practice, practice, practice. And that's what we're doing as readers and writers. You will remember that word detectives look really closely at words and gather clues to help them apply patterns or new learning to lots of new words to read and write. We have been learning all about the case of the silent E, and we learned that when words have the case of the silent E, the E is at the end of the word. The E doesn't make a sound. It changes any vowel to a long sound. And we learn to watch out for words like have that don't follow that rule. The case of the silent E. The E is at the, say this with me, end of the word, like in made. The E doesn't make a sound. It changes the A to a long sound. The example here is tap becomes tape. The E is at the end of the word. It doesn't make a sound. There it is. Oh, but that's not a highlighter. I want a highlighter. There it is. It doesn't make a sound, but it makes the A say A instead of a. And watch out for words like have, because we don't say have, we say have. So we're going to use this to practice lots of other words. Let's practice looking at words really carefully as word detectives. We're going to do that playing with some letters. So these are the letters we're going to play with, but I also have them as manipulative letters. So much like you get to use tools when you're in math, today we get to use these letters as readers and writers. And what we're going to do is use these letters to help us build a lot of words. So you're going to get your whiteboard marker, take the cap off and plug it in. And I want to see what words you can build using these letters on your whiteboard. So let's see. What can I do here? Let's see. Oh, here we go. S, a, t, sat. I built the word sat. Oh, look what I can do. I can change the word by changing one letter. If I change this to k, I now have cat. Can I do that again? Oh, I can. Change the k to and now I have mat. I can do it again. Watch. I changed the to p, and now I have pat. All right. Let's see. Can I change? Oh, it doesn't just work if you change the beginning sound. I changed the ending sound. So instead of pat, I now have pan. Wonder if it would work if I changed the vowel. Let's try it. Oh, instead of pan, I have pen. That's interesting. What are you building at home? Show me your whiteboard. Hold it up. Oh, you clever first graders. You are word detectives. I saw some of you take pan and you added an E to the end. So let's remember, the E is at the end. The E doesn't make a sound, but it makes the vowel say the long sound. So instead of pan, it's pain, like a window pane. Look what else I can do. The E is at the end. It doesn't make a sound, but it makes the A say A. So now I have cane. What's that, Rashid? Rashid says, hey, I have a mane. Wow.
I see that.
You see the mane? I wonder, what if I change, put this one back. What if I change the N? Oh, okay. What if I put the M here? Start with this one. The E is at the end. It doesn't make a sound, but it makes the A say A. What word have we built? Came. Okay, let's try another beginning sound. This is the word game. Lame. Name. Pame, that's not a word. What if I do this? Same. I haven't used my K yet. Let's see, what if I, see what we can build if I put the K here. So it would be a word with an E at the end. So the E doesn't make a sound, but it makes the A say A. So it would sound like ache.
Oh.
Cake.
Cake.
Cake. Cake, that's not a word. Not this. Lake. Make. Take. First graders, we are practicing using our detective skills, looking at words really closely. We took the middle and ending sounds of words with a silent E, and we practiced building a lot of different words. Wow. Now, I'm going to give you some independent work time. I want to see what words you can build on your whiteboard using these letters. Go ahead. Move them over so you can see a little bit. There we go. Show them to me when you build them. Oh, your word building skills are getting so strong as you practice. Oh, I see some of you putting the E sound, E vowel in the middle. All right, go ahead and wipe off your board, put the cap back on your marker and set that to the side. We learned all about noticing patterns. We built a word with aim. We took came and we made it same, we learned that you can use patterns with a silent E to read and write a lot of new words. Now I want to teach you that you can take these words and make them a snap word, which is a word that you can read and write in a snap. When we are making a word a snap word, we read it, we study it, we spell it, we cover, write, and check it, and we use it. And we're going to do that today with the snap word came. So first, read it. Came. Second, is it spell it or study it? Study it. Look at it really closely. Get your magnifying glass up. Look at the word came really closely. What are you noticing? Tell your learning buddy what you are noticing about the word came. Rashid, I'm noticing that the snap word came has a silent E at the end. The E doesn't make a sound, but it makes the A make the long vowel sound. Next, we spell it. And we could just say C-A-M-E, came, if that works for you. Or we could sing a song. Some of our brains work better when we make it into a song. So let's practice that together now. C-A-M-E, came, came. C-A-M-E, came, came. C-A-M-E, C-A-M-E. C-A-M-E, came, came. So when you want to write the word came, you can sing that song to yourself to help make sure that you spell it correctly. Now, we're going to do look, cover, write, check. Are you ready? Let me grab my whiteboard marker because I'm going to do it at the same time. Okay, so look at the word came. Got it? Okay, it's going to go away. Write it. C-A-M-E, came, came. C-A-M-E, came, came. C-A-M-E, C-A-M-E. C-A-M-E, came, came. Now check it. How did you do? Fantastic. Kiss your brains. Now, we are going to use the word came in a sentence. Take some think time. What's a sentence that you can think of with the word came? Turn and tell your learning buddy what your sentence is. Rashid, I came to work today. Mr. Kevin?
They came to the lake to eat some cake.
Oh, he used other words that have the silent E pattern at the end. Kiss your brain, Mr. Kevin. Now we're going to do this again with, watch what I do here. So I'm going to build the word came. Now we know that we can use patterns with the silent E to read and write a lot of other words. So if I know this is the word came with the silent E that doesn't make a sound but it makes the A say A, if I change the K to S, I now have the word same. And we're going to go through our routine to make the word same into a snap word, just like we did with the word came. The first step in making a word a snap word is to read it. Read this word, same. The second thing is we study it. We look at it really closely. And this is building our detective word skills. So look at the word same really, really closely and think about what you notice. Turn and tell your learning buddy what you notice about the word same. Rashid, it's just like came, but it has a different beginning sound. It has the silent E at the end that makes the vowel make the long vowel sound. Did you notice that too? Kiss your brains. Next, we are going to spell the word same. Now, if it works for you to say S-A-M-E, same, do that. If it works for you to sing it, just like we did with the word came, let's do that together. Here we go. S-A-M-E, same, same. S-A-M-E, same, same. S-A-M-E, S-A-M-E. S-A-M-E, same, same. Now.
It's like it's Same's birthday.
Oh, it is like it's Same's birthday. Happy birthday, Same. The day that same became a snap word. Now, we're going to do our look, cover, write, check. So look at the word same, and then it's going to go away. Okay, are you ready? Away it goes. I'm going to mix up my letters so you can't tell. Write the word same. S-A-M-E, same, same. S-A-M-E, same, same. S-A-M-E, S-A-M-E. S-A-M-E, same, same. Now let's look. How did we do? See, the song helps. Kiss your brain. The song helps, and knowing patterns with a silent E can also help you read and write many words. Now, your job today, when you go off to do your independent reading, you are going to look for words with the silent E at the end. And remember, the E doesn't make a sound. It makes the vowel make the long vowel sound. You're also going to look at the characters in your book and think about what they might be feeling. Think about whether your book is fiction, which means it's not real, it came from the writer's imagination, or if it's nonfiction, which means it's about real things that you're meant to learn from. You could practice singing Willoughby Wallaby Woo. We're out of time to sing it together today, but I want you practicing that, listening for the rhyming words that are in the song. You can practice reading your word wall. You can read it loud like a monster, scary like a witch, squeaky like a mouse, whisper like a secret, or invent your own. And if it's okay with you and it's okay with your adult, you can have your adult record you and send it to us here at TV Classroom. And there's our email address, and we will share your idea with other first graders in Tacoma. You can also write us a letter like our friend Amelia did to say hi. Send us a picture. Tell us all about what you're learning when you're at home. We would love to hear from you. And we'll share your letter like we did with Amelia's on TV if you're okay with it. Continue tracking your reading goals, reading for longer and longer periods of time. Remember, this is our first week back after being away for 2 weeks. So you might be starting at 5 minutes of independent reading time, and that's okay, as long as you add 1 more minute or 1 more page the next day. Make sure that you're in contact with your teacher, sending them your Tracking My Goals so that they know what you are working on and what you're accomplishing. You're also going to use everything you know to practice writing a lot of words. When you're doing your writing today, make sure that you use your silent E's to help you write words where you hear a long vowel sound in the middle. Now it's time for our affirmation, where we get to build ourselves up and say positive things before we go off to complete our independent work. Today, your affirmation is, I am the best version of myself. Practice saying that with me. I am the best version of myself. First graders, thank you for playing with words with me today and being word detectives. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow in our TV classroom. Bye.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.